Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll share you some quick mods I tried on my Cosmic Byte Black Eye keyboard and how did it come through. Let us get started. The keyboard is a bit dusty. Let us give it a quick clean before we start. It doesn't look good to work on a dirty keyboard. I've already replaced the original keys with the SteelSeries pudding keycaps. I will provide a link to the keycaps in the description. This keyboard comes with brown mechanical switches. These are not the Otemu brown switches which Cosmic Byte started using in the later versions of this keyboard, but they are quite good mechanical switches. I'll use a keycap puller to pull out the keycaps before going ahead with the modifications. Pulling out the original keycaps is easier because they are a bit smaller in size. The pudding keycaps are a bit tight and a bit harder to pull out. There is some more dust on the metal plate. I need to give it a quick brushing before we can remove the plate and go ahead with our modifications. Multiple small Phillips head screws are used. Phillips head screws are nothing but the star screws we see. Are used to secure the metal plate to the PCB and the plastic back. I will quickly remove the screws and open the top plate. One good thing about this keyboard is that the top plate is metal, and this makes the keyboard very sturdy and heavy. And you won't have any flex on the keyboard while using it, or even while holding it you cannot you won't see any bends on the keyboard. One of the screws is missing. That is not good, Cosmic Byte, because I have never removed the screws on this keyboard. To give a quick review of this product, I have been using this keyboard as my daily driver for the past 2.5 years, and it is a solid performer. This is my first mechanical keyboard, and I fell in love with mechanical keyboards after using this. Trust me, after using a mechanical keyboard, it is very hard to go back to using normal membrane keyboards. They just don't give the feel that you get while using mechanical keyboards. Now I own another mechanical keyboard, the Cosmic Byte Firefly, that is a TKL keyboard, with red Otemu switches. We will talk about that keyboard and some mods that I have planned on that keyboard on another date. Now let us get on with the current modifications. We have a small daughter board here that holds the different LED light indicators. Need to remove it from the back plate before you can move the top board ahead. The USB cable is secured properly on the back plate. I'm quite amazed with the construction of this keyboard. The wire connectors on the keyboard end are quite flimsy. It is better not to take it out, as I don't want any broken wires. The keys are soldered to the PCB and the layout of the PCB is clean. A quick clean of the bottom plate and the PCB, and we are off with our mods. The first mod I'll do is a tape mod, which is relatively easy. The second mod that I'll try is adding a layer of foam between the PCB and the bottom plate to dampen the vibrations for a better sounding keyboard. Getting on with the tape mod, I am using an electrical insulation tape here as I do not want any shorts on my PCB. I have seen others use non-electrical tapes, but I will go with an electrical tape for safety purposes. I will cut short strips of the tape and start placing them on the PCB one at a time, making sure that I paste it properly on the back of the PCB. This will reduce the vibrations and provide a better sounding keyboard to a certain extent. I am not going to cover the controller section on the PCB just as a precaution. We can add multiple layers of the tape, but I'm just going to add a single layer of tape for the time being. Now that our first mod is complete, I will set aside the PCB and start with the foam mod. And here's where I ran into a problem. After cutting the foam to size and securing it to the bottom plate, I started placing the top plate and realized that it will not fit. The thickness of the foam that I chose for the modification was not the correct one. It was too thick, and the keyboard cannot be closed. This mod is a bust for the time being, and I need to find a thinner foam to put in. I'll quickly screw in the top plate, and we will do a before and after sound test of the keyboard. Here is a sound test of how the keyboard sounded before any modifications were done. And here is a sound test after the modifications. Now after the tape mod, the keys have started to sound a little deeper, and the spacebar and the enter keys, which make the most of the noise, are sounding a bit talky. I bet it would have sounded better if the foam mod had gone as planned, but let us keep it for another day. That's all for today, guys. If you like my videos, please do not forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Wish you all a very happy holidays and a happy new year 2023. Bye.